into the introduction.
Yeah, and this is our small talk. Our small talk is just us talking about how we usually start shows.
Yep. Yeah, this is it. Do you see that Pittsburgh newspaper is getting shut down?
Dude, the Post-Gazette, that's heartbreaking. Like, growing up, that was like first of all, that newspaper is like 260 years old.
I heard that today.
And growing up, like, that was the paper in Pittsburgh where I'm from. Like, that was the paper everybody read from. But
there's two, right?
There is. The other one is called the Tribune Review. When I was growing up there, it was like the Post-Gazette was the liberal paper, and the Tribune Review was the conservative paper.
Is it called the Pittsburgh Tribune Review or just the Tribune Review?
The Pittsburgh Tribune Review.
It's too wordy.
It's too wordy.
Just to pick one.
Yeah. Also, like, Post-Gazette's a nice old school term. Like, I like that. The Post-Gazette.
Seems like where a superhero works at.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody works at the Tribune.
I know.
The Review Tribune?
The Tribune Review.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I feel like the Midwest, or like as a person who grew up in New Jersey or outside New York, like the New York Times, the New York Daily News, the Post, whatever, you would like learn, like, I think I'm going to get this wrong, but it's like the Kansas City Reader or something, or the Kansas City Star Reader. There's some like
the
funky names for newspapers where as a boy, I would just be like, how'd they arrive at that? Like, that feels like a weird... They named this 150 years ago. It probably made sense then.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know what that is, other than a newspaper in Kansas City.
Yes, it's like a word salad.
I don't even know what Post-Gazette means.
That's what I mean. I don't really... I guess post, like, they're posting the news. Or I don't know.
Yeah. But what's a Gazette?
No idea.
Yeah.
It sounds fancy.
Readers, if you're listening, mail us in what a Gazette is.
Yeah.
Just send us a letter.
Support your local newspaper, you guys.
It just means a journal or a newspaper.
Okay, our producer just told us what it is. Don't do what we just asked you to do.
Wait, wouldn't it, like, the Pittsburgh newspaper, like, I don't think any newspaper actually calls itself,
Yeah.
The newspaper, yeah.
the newspaper.
The Oklahoma City newspaper.
It would just, like, especially the news is supposed to just give you facts, no frills. Like, I feel like
There's the Dallas Morning News. That's what Dallas's paper is called.
Oh.
Yep.
Is there a night version?
No, I don't think so.
See, I feel like if you specify that, then there's an alternative.
I like that.
There's a sexier version.
I like that. Picking a time of day. I like that. Lovely idea.
only stuff that happened before noon.
Yeah.
It got its name after a merger of the Pittsburgh Post and the Pittsburgh Gazette-Times.
Pittsburgh Gazette Times. Was that a merger? Was that like from the Pittsburgh Gazette and the Pittsburgh Times then merged into,
I don't know records that far back.
Yeah.
So for 260 years ago.
I know. Because that's got to be before, how old's America? 250 years?
We're getting there.
Yeah, the 250.
We're getting there.
Yeah, in fact, it might be.
We look at,
Like, next year might be 250.
I think it is.
We're right on the cusp, yeah.
No, I think it's this year.
1776.
I'm forgetting that that it's the new year, yes. Yeah.
Well, I've got some news for y'all. You are on Open to Suggestion.
Welcome.
The podcast that asks, can we pull improv scenes from different source material every week? I'm one of your hosts, Mike McClendon.
I'm the other host, James Mastriani.
And with us today, we've got two great players from the improv community out here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, fellas.
I'm Derrick Hackett.
And I am Quinn Boys.
Yeah.
Perfect. Sometimes I'll have guests introduce themselves just so that I don't mispronounce their name.
Quinn Boyes. Derrick Hackett. Welcome, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. So, Power of Attorney, you guys have been around for a minute. Were you guys a team before the pandemic?
No, but I appreciate that it feels that way, maybe. This is our second year. We're, I guess, coming towards the end of our second year.
Oh,
but we do have a number of players, not myself, but Derrick, who were on Herald Night or on teams before that.
Okay.
So
This is my third year. Yeah.
That might make that maybe that's what I'm kind of gauging.
We do have a couple, a few members who were on pre-pandemic and stuff too.
Got
And
you.
Quinn, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think, didn't you audition in Herald season? You auditioned and then had to miss the callback? Like, did you have to go to a wedding or something?
Yeah, well, this was not. Yes, this was like way back in the what has come to be known at UCB as like the before times, pre-pandemic shutdown, ownership changeover.
Right.
They used to do it. They'd like simplified it more recently, but there used to be, as you guys I know are familiar, like first round audition, callbacks, and then the potential for like another callback. Like
Right.
it was always thought to be like a chemistry thing. Maybe they want to see certain people together, or they just want to see you again.
Yeah.
And I was like auditioning for the first. I think it was the first time I auditioned for Harold. Maybe it was the second, or maybe I'd done a mess hall audition, but it was very early on, and I just like graduated from 401, and I was able to audition. And they ask you to send your availability in advance, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna. I had the first 2 weekends carved out, and then I was best man in my friend's wedding in New Jersey.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, we had a huge falling out. No. But so I went to the first audition. I got a callback. All right. I went to the callback. I felt pretty good. I felt like I did exactly like fine, like maybe this will be enough, but definitely, more likely it won't. And then I got off the plane in Newark, and I like got Wi-Fi, and I got the email that's like, we want to see you again Sunday night or something. And I was just like, oh no. And I did the thing which they explicitly put in the email. Don't bother writing back. If you can't do it, we're not going to reschedule, and I was just like, I'm really sorry. I can't come back. I didn't even know if that meant you're out or like, we'll consider you. But if you can't make the second callback, then maybe it hurts your chance, but you're still. I just sent an email into like the void saying like, I'm really sorry. I'm at a wedding. I can't make it work. If there's anything becomes available or something, but I never heard back, didn't get any spot. And then was pretty convinced that I was like, well, they hate me now and I'm not going to, which may have been right because I had to wait for UCB to change up for ownership before I did make a team. So I think that maybe somebody was like, well, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
I got, fun fact, too drunk at that wedding, and I delivered a best man speech that was, I think, like what felt like 4 or 5 minutes. And when I sat down, people were like, hey, man, good job. That was like 12 minutes. And it was a little bit meandering. And I was like, maybe I was feeling that sort of.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
You asked for a suggestion ahead of time. Yeah. You did just a bunch of first beats together. Just
I love the idea of you also just like blaming it on your buddy and just being like, well, I'm going to give this speech. I was supposed to be at a callback here tonight. Yeah.
But I have to explain to everyone at the wedding what a Herald audition is and why it's important.
Can you guys film my best man speech so I can send it to UCB and they could consider it? Yeah. Well, if this makes you feel any better, I had never seen you perform before, and I remember that was the first place I had seen you perform. And I think if you had made that other callback, you'd be on the team by then.
Wow,
I think you would have done it.
I think it would have changed your life.
I think
I
it
would have been in a
Yeah.
totally different tax bracket by now. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Be rich and successful.
At this point, you probably would have had your own primetime sitcom. Yeah. But you know what? The trajectory's been changed.
Mm-hmm.
It's been changed. Yeah. In fact, probably why Hollywood's collapsing.
I think if I got in there, I could have propped up the Hollywood
Yeah.
a little bit. I just extended it for a few more years.
So, yeah.
Well, if things work out, though, I feel like it wound up putting me in a good spot eventually. And I'm clearly not bitter about it. So that's good.
I think often with those, I mean, it's a cliche, but like things kind of shake out the way maybe they're meant to. Like I banged my head against the Herald audition wall a few times. And then like when I was finally on a team, it turned out to be the only team that I was on, but it was like my team of friends versus that like, I don't know, getting put on a team of strangers that may or may not work. There might not be any chemistry there. And I think that if that had been the case, I may have been like a one and done versus like being part of a strong team that like we all stayed together because we were strong.
I do think, and obviously I don't know how this hypothetical situation would have played out, but like I was a lot younger and like worse. I wasn't so young. I was in my 20s, but like I definitely think I've gotten better. And I feel like the only thing worse than for some people, for the weird people that really want this and try really hard to get it, the only thing worse than not getting it at all maybe is getting it before your time and then like flaming out. And then you feel like, well, I've cashed that. Like now what? Yeah. So I've seen that happen, or I've talked to people who felt like that happened. And I'm like, oh, I am kind of grateful that it didn't come too early.
Yeah.
It's so tough too, because it's like once or at least back in the day, like once somebody got on Herald Night and then got cut from Herald Night, it's so hard to get that relationship to a new place again for, I think, the AD and the committee. It's just like, you remember that's the person who got cut, and like you just view it all from a different lens, which I think is like kind of unfair to, putting really, really young green people on at Herald Night is almost to their detriment. I
Yeah.
find. Yeah.
Well, let's get in and do some prov. We wanted to pull from something in the legal world based off of your name, power of attorney, which to me is attorney and only means lawyerly stuff. So we went to Reddit legal advice, and I'm just going to read like a post from here. I'm going to scroll a little
Reddit's
bit.
always a great. We've done a few Reddits now with this podcast. It's always a great source.
Yeah.
Always a great source.
All kinds of people on Reddit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's one here. This is legal advice. This is the question. My doctor's office has an active Amazon Alexa Echo Dot in the exam room. Is this a HIPAA violation? Let's see. It further says, I'm quite shocked to see this Alexa plugged in and active. It's playing smooth jazz. I'm reading in some states this is a HIPAA violation. Is that accurate for my state? I have concerns of how this could be misused. I have Alexa at home, so I know how they work in theory, but also do not discuss sensitive topics at home and live alone. This seems like something that would not be okay.
Those devices are clearly listening.
I would say, yeah, like it feels like that's got to be an ethical violation, right? Or you can at least say, like, can you remove this? I feel like they'd have to.
Yeah.
I had the freakiest moment. I was with a friend, and he was like, "Hey, you want something to drink? I'm gonna have some alcohol, whatever." He didn't even say the name of the alcohol. He just showed me the bottle, and I'm telling you, the next day I got like a Facebook ad for that alcohol, and I was like, "What?" It could have been a coincidence.
Yeah, no.
But it was like that crazy where I was like, "Oh yeah, this is not good. This is not okay."
Yeah. I have a scene. Hey Doc, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hi, hello.
Yeah. So yeah, I know this is like my my yearly physical or whatever you guys always want me to come in here once a year for some blood work and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if you're ready, you can take off your shoes. What's up? It seems like you have something on your mind.
Well, no.
Okay.
Nothing really. Just
Okay.
just want to get through this whatever this process is.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, you know what? Hey, Alexa, let's play a little Hootie and the Blowfish. Let's get this started.
Can we pull the emergency brake on this for a second, Doc?
Okay, Alexa, pause.
Pausing.
I'm sorry, an Alexa?
Oh, yeah. It's really easy to sort of set the mood for these examinations if I can.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I can't help with that.
Oh, it's okay, Alexa. Sorry, didn't mean sorry. Yes, yeah. It's a lot easier to sort of set the mood, set the tone.
Okay, yeah. Well, first of all, I don't want Hootie playing when we're going through. I don't need a mood.
Okay.
But also, I also don't need Bezos to know what's going on with my body. I don't know who else listening to this.
Oh, I mean, it's not quite. We don't quite know if Alexa is listening. If it's sort of a HIPAA violation of any sort.
I'm sorry.
know?
I can't help you with that.
Oh, okay. All right. It's okay, Alexa. Nope. Sorry. Well, we don't know where. Like, where does the information go? Where does it go?
Yeah, where does it go?
I don't know. It could be like a desert, some kind
How
of.
irresponsible is that of you?
Okay, I'm sorry.
People have been in here a couple of years ago. I told you last time I was here. I told you about some pretty weird stuff that was going on with my testicles.
That's
right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've discovered it was epididymitis.
Yes, that's right.
Right. An infection of the epididymis. And
Okay, here's what I found.
What?
From encyclopedia.com. If you have unclean testicles, make sure that you're washing them daily.
Whoa! Nobody
In a
said
warm
anything
salt
about
bath.
unclean. This is on the inside. You can't clean the inside.
Okay, here's what I found out. You can clean the inside of your testicles. Pour yourself a glass of warm salt water. Add 2 effervescent tablets. Wait 24 hours, then consult a physician if you need to.
Doctor, is this true?
That she nailed it on that.
No,
one.
there's
Okay.
no way.
Alexa.
I can clean the inside of my balls.
Okay, it'll absorb. Your balls are very absorbent. They'll say they'll take it in and sort of clean from sort of a outside in sort of perspective. Yes, Alexa's.
This is shady.
Why am I even here?
Yeah,
Honest.
why are you even here?
The mirror on the side of the room shakes.
What the hell?
Keep going. Sorry, keep going.
Is that two-way mirror?
That is a two-way mirror.
There's a two-way mirror
There's
here?
a two-way mirror. They're all young, youthful doctors.
Youthful doctors.
Just a bunch of young pre-med students on this side. Sorry. Keep going.
I'm sorry, did they hear what I said about my balls?
They did hear what you said.
Okay, here's what I found. If you have unclean balls, you can wash them with some mixture of salt water and saline
We
solution.
get it, Alexa. Can you turn this thing off, please? That's not true. You can't wash the inside of your balls. I don't care what anybody says. I don't need to go to medical school. I'm just a man. I'm just a human being.
all right.
I can't wash. Yeah.
Okay, here's what I found. James Mastriani, male, 40 years old,
I didn't say that.
lives in East Hollywood,
I didn't.
single for months and months, actively searching for a girlfriend.
All right, Alexa, let's relax. Let's play some Nora Jones.
Fly like a bird.
Okay, oops, that's Nelly Furtado, but that's fine. Same genre. Sometimes she's a little off. That's fine.
Doc, look, you've been my doctor for a few years now, and I liked you. I thought you did a good job. You really helped me with that epididymitis, but I don't know, man. I think I might have to call somebody,
What? Who?
Yeah.
What? Huh?
like an attorney or
Okay, here's what I found. Attorneys in your area.
perfect. This I like.
James Javorkian.
James Javorkian. Didn't even start with the A's. Went straight to the J's.
Javorkian Law.
All right, I'm gonna call this guy.
Okay, calling James Javorkian.
We cut to a meeting at the Javorkian Law Office.
Mr. Mastriani, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
I was
Thank
sorry
you.
to hear about what happened to you at the doctor's office.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Javorkian.
That's right.
Yeah. It's really unsettling, to be honest. I feel really betrayed. I want to go after this doctor.
I think you've got a real case.
Yeah.
And, we live in a very tech-heavy 21st century invasive world, and that should not extend to your visit to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Now, I'd be happy to go over it with you. If you don't mind, I am going to turn on my Twitch stream just so we can...
Okay, here's what I found. To wash your balls, your unclean balls, please use a solution of saline and warm salt water.
What the fuck do you know? What do you know, Javorkian? Who have you been talking to? My balls are not unclean.
Well,
the inside.
Here's what I found. That's wrong.
I wouldn't be a good attorney if I wasn't looking into the possibility that perhaps your balls were unclean. Now, that doesn't mean that you weren't violated in this meeting with the doctor.
$5 donation. Let's see them balls.
Okay, now, one of my Twitch...
Let's see them balls.
See them balls.
Ah.
That would be wild if you could clean the inside of your balls.
Yes, so wow.
Yeah, if you could just drink something and just and just be like, I feel fresh. This feels fresh. Yeah.
That's one of those scenes where I just couldn't wait to support. I hope I didn't come in too early.
That's great.
I've never played Alexa before, but in the modern world, it just feels like such a fun device.
Yeah.
To play.
I talk when I'm working with like groups or teaching. One of the things that I talk about now, because I don't really have an answer to it, is so much of our lives are on screens now, and so often I think like I'll see an improv group like play a scene where it's like part of the joke is being on your screen or having to deal with that. And it's so hard to watch sometimes because it becomes so inventy because you're just like having to go back to your phone in the middle of the moment to moment with your scene partner. And I'm like, man, the deeper we go into this, I don't know how to capture it really, really well. Yeah.
Yeah, it ruins like movie. That thing is like movies that take place before the 1980s or
Like horror movies.
It's like with the infantry stuff on. It's like the same theoretically applies to improv. I feel like we get more grace because people know we're doing like scenes, but when you're playing top of your intelligence, there have been moments in shows or scenes where I've just been like, hang on, what you just said is crazy. And I was just gonna like look it up on my AirDrop just as but it isn't. Yeah, it's not the most cinematic thing or the theatrical thing.
Yeah.
I will say, playing on my phone is like my board object work. Like if you're in a scene and you're in line at a place, like it's that's what people do. Right?
I have come to appreciate this is like a relatively new thing, like good phone cadence. Like proper improv gun.
Oh yeah.
When I see someone like I'm like, that looks like the right amount of pressure to like flick, like you're like scrolling through Twitter or something. I'm like, that's spot on for those people.
And then you see that person at the bar later, like, you've got a great flick. People haven't told you, but your flick is top tier, top tier flick.
You flicked it with the best.
I once got a compliment in the show because I was a guy on the toilet, and I pulled my phone out of my pants that were pulled down, and the guy was like, "Hey, I was pretty good." And he pulled her.
That is fucking hilarious.
I love that though. When object works that is so like that's exactly it. Like they nailed, like the specificity of something that we do every day.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure.
We've already brought up Will Hines, but I was fortunate to be asked to do like play-by-play sometime last year, and it came up. A scene happened organic where I was making a flag, like just stitching together a flag, and I did sewing machine work, and I do this. Will, who was the play-by-play, was they're giving live commentary, so he was off to the side with the mic. I was doing this, and I was adjusting for if a sewing machine. I've never used an actual sewing machine in my life, so I'm kind of going off of. But I was adjusting my hands to shake for the movement of the thing, and he called it out, and it felt like such your bathroom moment. It felt like such yes, you saw that. I'm thinking about it a little bit more than just running it through or something. This is affecting my, So those little bits of when you don't expect to be doing the thing, it's like, I know how to do a thing.
And I've seen people get.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
How old were you when you realized you were the son of a president?
I don't think anyone's ever asked me that before.
FX's Love Story. John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette.
I didn't think I could love someone like this until you.
From executive producer Ryan Murphy.
It's not a question of if I want to spend the rest of my life with you. It's if I'm cut out to be Mrs. JFK Jr.
FX's Love Story. John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Watch now on FX, Hulu, and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers.
Like laughs from the audience from like that slight little detail.
Absolutely.
I saw someone like marking down like merchandise in a grocery store, and the audience was laughing, and I was just like, I was on the back line, like, what is? That's nothing.
Yeah, because I feel like they recognize like when you capture a small piece of life or behavior that feels well observed, it's like, oh yeah, that's really smart. Hey, if you're enjoying this show, we've got more for you over at backdrop.fm. This week, we dig into auditioning for Herald teams and how a team actually figures out which opening works best for them.
You'll hear that conversation, plus get ad-free and extended episodes of Open to Suggestion and every other show on Backdrop when you become a member. Check it out at backdrop.fm. Let's do another one.
Yeah, we got another one here.
All right. Legal advice. My downstairs neighbor called the police who came to my door for vacuuming at 2 p.m. on a Monday afternoon. Should I file a complaint? She's obviously a wackadoodle, but while she usually complains to my super, I'm doing nothing wrong, and she's clearly escalating. The poor policeman looked pretty embarrassed about the whole thing, and frankly, I'm sure they have better things to do than follow up on a completely legal act. Thing is, I don't need them knocking on my door every time I clean. I did let them know that I should be shampooing the carpet next in case they got another call. Is it worth my time to fill out some sort of formal complaint so when the police get called again, they can nip it in the bud?
Can we hear maybe just like the top comment?
Yeah. Top comment. Nah, just use the visits to develop a good relationship with the police. Joking with them about shampooing the rug next is a great bit of levity. You'll be gold in those poor police officers' eyes and make your neighbor look even crazier.
That's good advice.
So the advice is to become friends with the police.
Yeah.
I think it's on the legal advice subreddit, which I've never consulted for my own life, but I have frequented before. There is an acronym for people who respond sometimes, which is I am not a lawyer, IANAL. So they're saying like, this is not legal advice, which is probably good, but I just love that we've gotten so acronym heavy where anal is the, is the way that you let people know before you answer the question seriously. It's just like
anal.
I worked that out backwards because the people that use it have used it for a long time. So I was like, anal. A lawyer. But I was just like, you really are trusting people know your acronyms.
anal feels like the porn knockoff of iRobot.
I feel like that person is already screwed. That person's best. My legal advice is move, because like a crazy person that calls the cops on like maybe they'll stop coming, but that person is going to bother you, and you can't reason with a person who is crazy like that.
No.
So I would move. That's my recommendation.
Yeah.
I have a
Great.
Let's go next.
Hello?
Hi, sir. Sorry to bother you. My name is Detective Bridges. I'm with the Los Angeles Police Department.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We got a call from one of the other residents in this building that you were making some noise.
Oh,
Just following up.
yeah. Is this last night? I had a friend over.
It was. We got the call at about 9:30 p.m. Does that sound like you were doing anything at that time? Maybe.
Yeah, I had a buddy over.
Described it as a bacchanal. Does that sound?
No, it was just me and my buddy. We were playing some Crazy Eights and drinking a couple beers.
Crazy. Okay, that's a card game. Just so this is all just for my report.
Yeah, it's a card game, but
it's crazy. Were the eights just?
That's a yeah, that's funny. It's not a crazy game.
I wasn't making a joke.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Look, the name is Crazy Eights, but it's basically just like almost like Go Fish. You know, it's like a very simple game. It's silly. It's not even crazy. It's just silly. I'm sorry. Am I in trouble?
No, not in trouble at all. I just have to follow up on this. Just had to follow up on this. Your neighbor seemed like made it sound as though possibly there was a lot of rambunctious activity. You know, you do live in a building with other neighbors around you, so we just think it's maybe best to just sort of keep it modest levels at nighttime, you know?
Yeah. To be honest, like I kind of have had a few run-ins with this neighbor, you know, because they are often complaining about, you know, the noise that I make. Usually it's with the soup or whatever. But yeah, I don't think we were doing anything, you know, out of bounds.
Sounds like just listen. I've been young once. You look like you're in your 20s, living alone for the first time. Maybe if I can make an assumption. I'm really not looking to make this into a whole thing. If I could just get your fingerprints to get out of here, and we can call it a day.
I don't. Sure. Do you want to come inside for a moment?
Do I have permission to enter the domicile?
Yeah, I've got. Okay. I'm not hiding anything.
Great. I'm just going to call back up real quick. I'm going into the apartment now.
All right, I'll be there in 1 second with the canine.
Whoa. I was just offering you. I was just being hospitable, offering you a glass of water or something.
No, I'd love to accept. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Easy, boy, easy. Okay, Lieutenant, I'm here with the canine.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
He's a very friendly dog, but he is working right now, so he's just going to sniff around, see if he finds anything.
Sure. It's legal, but I should probably let y'all know that I do smoke cannabis.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, it is legal. You're allowed to do that in your own house. If yeah,
you're sweating.
Yeah.
This is the perp.
Yeah, this is the potential. Yeah.
Perp sounds a little.
It's just short for perpetrator.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I know what it's short for. I don't think I'm a perpetrator. I think I was just playing some Crazy Eights with my friend.
Crazy Eights. That's it's a local street gang, right?
Yes.
That's a coincidence. Look, if it's helpful.
The Crazy Eights, they run everything south of 3rd Street.
Yeah. I was just playing eight. I can show you all the game. If you want to sit down, I could just show you how it's played.
Just Eights is their rival.
Come on, that can't.
No, it's true. Crazy Eights versus Just Eights. It's been going on for the last decade.
Do you have any tattoos or identifying marks that might tie you to either gang?
Yeah, I've got a tattoo of my daughter's birthday. It's
the date or just the day?
The day. It's right here. It's 2/21/20.
Oh God, 2/21/20.
Yeah.
What? That can't be police code for something.
Well, that was the date of the biggest Crazy 88s hit.
Yeah.
Look, officers. I regret inviting you in. Could you get your dog off of my couch, please?
This is a sniper team. If you can get the perp to get near the window, that'd be great.
I heard that. That was audible. I'm not gonna get near the window.
You weren't supposed to hear that.
Okay. Look, surely this is some sort of misunderstanding. Okay. Look. maybe you need to look. There are some shady characters that live in this building.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying you'd be willing to dime on some of the other people in your building? You'd be able to go be an informant for us?
Sure. I do know that. Look, I bought this cannabis from a kid who lives down the hall. All right, I didn't go to a dispensary.
All right.
There is a kid who sells cannabis down the hall. I bought it from him this time because I didn't have time to go.
Let's wire him up.
Okay.
What? Oh, come on.
We're going to send you back over there.
Yeah.
We're going to.
God.
We're going to wire you up. We're going to send you over there.
We cut to a door down the hall.
Hey, Mike, what's up, dude?
Hey, Travis. Hey, I was wondering if I could get some more of that illegal cannabis that you sell.
Oh, man, you smoked the last one already? Okay, yeah, come on in, dude. All right.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. So I was just wondering if I could get some of that and any cocaine that you have, if you sell cocaine or any
This is the
guns.
lieutenant.
Do you
I'm in
sell
your
any
ear.
guns?
I'm in your ear. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Just acknowledge you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Right. Good.
Yes.
Don't say I can hear you out loud. You might tip yourself off to the.
All right. Very
Okay.
good.
You said you can hear me? What's up?
Yeah, Travis, I can hear you. I just wasn't
Okay.
sure if you knew that you were talking loud enough for me to hear.
You know, me and my bro here in the other room, we're getting ready to play some Yahtzee. I don't know if you want to come on in and
Travis, shut up,
throw some bones or something.
No, I don't want.
You have to get them to play Yahtzee before if we can get a case built.
Sure, man. Let's play some Yahtzee.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. All right.
Ask him if clothes are going to come off during Yahtzee.
What?
Ask him. I'm in your ear.
What?
Ask him.
Travis, hey, dude, how do you feel about doing like maybe shirts and skins in this Yahtzee
Shirts
game
and
so that we can
skins?
distinguish who's playing on which side?
I'm in your other ear. You can't suggest that. You have to just leave the possibility. Otherwise, that's entrapment.
Travis,
Just take your shirt off.
And get him.
the
Get
wi-
him. Get
Hold
him.
on, the wire is under my shirt.
What wire? What? Huh?
Get him to offer you money for sex. All right.
Oh my God. Hey, God, it's lonely. Are you ever lonely, Travis?
Sometimes, you know.
But obviously, you got a friend here too. So you guys
Yeah,
aren't
he's
lonely.
asleep right now. That's
Oh, he sleeps.
my dog Bimbo. Yeah, he's
Man, I haven't slept with anyone in a long time.
Doing great.
Yeah, you're very good at this.
Have you done this before?
Stop talking to me while I'm trying to.
Dude, do you have voices in your head? What's going on?
Yeah, man, and I need some of
Okay.
that cannabis to calm down,
All
Travis.
right, here.
Look, if I could just, if you could just sell me the guns that you have here.
What? Guns?
Cut back to the original apartment and the cops talking to Mike. You know what? That was totally my fault. They told me apartment 202, but I see this is 212. So
Oh my God.
The neighbor must have been. I'm sorry.
I had sex with my neighbor, you assholes.
Scene. Had sex with my neighbor.
I did. When I first moved to LA, I moved out here with somebody who already lived here. A guy I knew from college, but wasn't like close friends with. And he had found a place already. But the place that he had found for us was like in Culver City. And I think it was in a retirement village. Because when we moved in, we got a very long list of rules that were like no vacuuming on Sundays or like no noise on it. Like it was very much a
No vacuuming on Sundays is a wild request. That is crazy.
it was churchy, right?
Because most people work 5 days a week. So you're saying I could only vacuum on Saturdays. That's pretty. Yeah. And if you celebrate Shabbat, like then you can't do it on Saturdays, right?
That's their very complex way to keep Jewish people out of it. You have to really read far down and be like, this place is not friendly to Judaism. No,
The most hidden.
You found a loophole, you Nazis.
Yeah. That's
they're
so,
really good at hiding endless.
that's so funny.
Let's pull from one more of these.
All of us for not using anal at any point. And that's just,
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Anal. God, there's so much.
Also, Derek, I think you've wisely aged yourself up. And Mike said he bought weed from a boy down the hall.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to make myself 17, maybe.
Yeah.
Do you like playing kids? I feel like that's a thing that I always, it's like, it requires a kind of abandon that I don't think I have. And I will do it, but I'm like, I'm not playing 5 though. I'm going to play the 8-year-old who reads this sort of,
I literally was, before I came here, I was teaching my drop-in and having that discussion with the students and being like, like, I think it's so hard for an adult to play a kid in a non-cringy way, or in a way that even captures what's funny about being a kid, especially as the absurd character.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just wouldn't do it. Yeah. Just like, if you want to play contextually, if you want to be like, yeah, I'm the voice of reason and I'm 9 years old, but I have the intelligence of myself and I'm just going to play that, I think it's fine. But man, sometimes when I watch adults try to play children, it makes my spine do a weird thing that is so uncomfortable. Yeah.
I'll qualify it somewhat too. It's like, just from the power of attorney side of it, like Derrick and I are both big guys over 6 foot. And I feel like there's something creepy, not like perverted, but just sort of like watching us try to play young is creepy. But if like Allie Phillips, who's on our team, like women, really anyway, but like also women people that are small, that's like perfect, great. Like it does not come across as weird and off-putting when it's done by, somebody.
I do think that it has a higher batting average with women for whatever reason. I think maybe because, I don't know, maybe it is so incongruent for men to do. I don't know. There's something.
There's just something creepy about a man and you're like, I have my lolly. It's just sort of like, I don't need to see whatever the scene is serving. It doesn't.
And then, but also it's like, a kid would never say that. So now I'm like, I'm uncomfortable by what you're doing on stage, and I think that you've made kids so dumb and so infantilized that like it doesn't even feel truthful. I think it's not my thing.
And I think, speaking of all this, like, just because like we're on the horizon of Herald auditions, at least in LA, and in the past Herald auditions always drove around monologues, and I feel like the average person who auditions for Heralds have spent most of their life as a kid or teenager, right? Or a good chunk of their life.
Yeah.
So a lot of our stories come from being a kid or being younger.
Yeah.
And so the advice remains like, anything that is told from a kid's point of view, you can probably adult it up and put it in the perspective of an adult, and it is even funnier.
It's way funnier. Like, adultify it. Just go ahead and put it in, like, take what that kid did, put it in a workplace setting, and you're gold.
Yeah, like a kid who keeps kicking the seat of in the airplane in front of them, like, that's a kid, that's a little dipshit kid doing that. But an adult who's purposefully having a tantrum on an airplane is funny.
Yeah, I've done adults with, like, imaginary friends, or, like, adults who want to be cowboys when they get older. Yeah, or something like that.
It's the most fun. An adult who's like already at a job, is a lawyer, and is just like, dude, I'm quitting law because I'm going to become I want to be a counselor.
Once I retire, man.
Yeah.
I'm becoming a fireman.
Pew, pew, pew. Can't wait to pew, pew.
Kraft Mac and Cheese is better than 90s hip-hop. We'll remind you of your childhood without making you feel incredibly old. Kraft Mac and Cheese. Best thing ever.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace.
Last year, I went through many different life changes. I needed to take a pause and examine how I was feeling in the inside to better show up for the ones who need me to be my best version of myself.
When you're navigating life's changes, Talkspace can help. Talkspace is the #1 rated online therapy, bringing you professional support from licensed therapists and psychiatry providers that you can access anytime, anywhere.
Living a busy life, navigating a long-distance relationship, becoming a first-step father, Talkspace made all of those journeys possible. I could speak with my therapist in the office. I could speak with my therapist in the comfort of my home. I was never alone.
Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance, no problem. Now get $80 off your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
One more here.
Let's do it.
Rented a U-Haul to help someone move. Now I can't get in contact with them.
Oh, no.
Yeah. All right. My neighbor got evicted and needed help moving. I agreed to drive a U-Haul for them. Got to the U-Haul rental and found out that they wanted me to rent the U-Haul. I know it was stupid to agree, but I was trying to help someone down on their luck. The U-Haul is now full of their belongings, and I can no longer get in contact with them. We rented the U-Haul on January 5th. It was originally due back the 6th, and I haven't heard from them since. I know I ignored a lot of red flags, and I am in this situation because I was stupid and naive. Edit to clarify. I still have the truck, but it's full of their stuff.
Oh. I thought they took the truck and bailed.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Okay.
They still have the truck and it's full of their stuff.
Yeah.
One time, this is years ago, years and years ago, I offered to help somebody move. And this is kind of a shitty thing that I did a little bit. But also it was like I was under a time constraint, but they rented a U-Haul and the U-Haul got stuck in the garage opening of their apartment. Like the ceiling was like, the gate was too low. Like when I say stuck, I mean like this thing was not coming out. It was not fucking moving an inch. And we all just stood around for a couple hours, like trying to figure out what to do.
You deflate the tires?
I ended up being like, guys, I gotta go. I was like, I offered a couple hours of like lifting some furniture and stuff. I didn't come here to do some physics and I don't know what they did.
I like that Mike had it right away.
Well,
sounds like it probably would have worked.
I've been in that situation.
Shit.
Same thing, helping somebody move into a storage unit, and it wasn't their car, but a car got stuck in the bay of like the storage unit. So like we could not go in. We like went and got dinner. We were like waiting for this truck to get unstuck. And by the time we finally realized that that's what they did, is they like deflated the tires enough to like
that makes so much sense. That's so smart.
Yeah. So there's a pro tip for you.
Yeah. Instead, we just kept trying to like gently press the gas, try to reverse. Like it was a bunch of people in their 20s not thinking that way.
These were friends,
like they were in the comedy community.
Okay.
Friend acquaintance.
Well, that's the perfect level of like after a certain point you're like, I don't need these friends that bad that I'm going to stay here.
100%.
I gotta go. We're not that close. If you guys have a story about me, that's fine.
We did 2 levels of improv together. Like we were in class together. I gotta bounce.
Yeah. Just cut your losses at that point, I think.
Did any non-eye anals? So I want to know, like,
we call non-eye anal lawyers.
Because I just want to know, like, if I had a truck full of someone else's stuff, like, what's the legal? Like, do you dump it somewhere and then return the truck?
All right, here's the update.
I'm very curious.
Oh, good.
I've had a few people ask for an update, Derek, so you're not the only non-eye anal. I texted a neighbor this morning, said I'd be home from work at 2, and either they'd meet me or I'd just unload their stuff into the parking lot. They did respond, gave me a bullshit reason for not responding. I eventually got them to the storage unit and got the truck unloaded. I made them pay for gas and the extension on the rental. Overall, it was very stressful and frustrating, but it ended up about as well as it could. I've returned the U-Haul, blocked their number, and learned some important lessons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't seem, knowing that they didn't steal the truck, that seemed to be the solution of like, oh, I'm just going to unload all your shit and put it on the street.
Yeah.
Like,
paying for this U-Haul every day.
Yeah.
I live in a apartment complex where, as do many of them, it's not in unit laundry, so the washer and dryer is in a shared space. And I have like maybe people like if I come down and the dryer is working and but the washer is free and I put my clothes in, I'll like wait an extra hour or something like that. But there is a period of time, if it's like the rest of if I first go down at 6 p.m. and at 10 p.m. your clothes are still in the dryer, I will move your clothes out of the dryer on top of the dryer and then use it myself. I don't think you have a right to it in perpetuity. I feel like this is a smaller version of this, which is like, I didn't agree to store your stuff in a U-Haul that I'm paying money for every day, so I'm going to dump it eventually. I don't even know if you need a lawyer for that. I feel like that's just common sense, practical.
Well, I think it's because you could get illegal dumping. So then,
Producer Andrew
but if it's
says,
not your stuff, would they have to catch you doing the dumping? Okay.
One time on my street, I saw somebody. It looked like that, that situation where somebody kicks out a partner. They're like, I can't live with you anymore. So on the street, like under you, even like under a balcony, there's just like clothes and small pieces of furniture. This was so specific. It was like a bunch of clothes. It was some condoms. It was the truth in comedy. Like Del Close and Sean Halpern. There was the improv book.
That's so
and you just imagine it was somebody who's just like, I'm fucking tired of going to your improv shows and supporting your make-believe lifestyle.
And then having protected sex afterwards. I don't want this shit anymore.
And then that guy put all of the stuff in a U-Haul, and James helped him move it.
I got something. Hey, Derrick, thanks for sitting down and getting dinner with me.
Yeah, no problem. It's great.
I know you'd reach out and asked if I would help you move. So I just thought, if we're going to take that step, then maybe we should get to know each other a little bit better, before we take that leap in our friendship.
Yeah, that is a sort of a big step. I question whether you and I were ready for this next step in our friendship as far as.
Yeah, well, thank you. I feel like sometimes people just rush, and I'm not the type of person who's going to immediately rush into picking up my my potential friends' things, and touching their stuff without, kind of knowing a little bit more about them.
Yeah, I mean, because you and I are only taking 2 levels of improv together, so
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So, do you have a lot of like utensils and stuff like that? Like, is it a kitchen forward, your place? Like, is there going to be a lot of like kitchen stuff that I should be worried about?
I have like an air fryer. I have a tendency to lean towards like paper and plastic, so I don't have to do dishes.
Oh, nice, man. Nice.
Okay, cool.
I like
yeah, because I don't have a dishwasher in my unit, so I don't like washing stuff by hand. So some people consider that. I had old friends dump me because they consider that very wasteful.
Yes. No, I'm for paper. I'm for plastic. Like, okay. I very much don't want to go into a moving relationship where I might be responsible for breaking, like, your china.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
And I'm a gloves guy. I hope that's cool.
I wouldn't take that personally at all. No, if you want to wear gloves, especially if you, can I just run a hypothetical by you?
Sure.
What if you come across some, how can I put this? Sex items of sorts, magazines or fleshlights. Is that a deal breaker of any way? I wouldn't expect you to move that, but if you saw it, I don't.
Yeah, that's a very I kind of, in those situations, I would count on you to box that stuff up, not to be like loose.
Yeah, no.
Most of that stuff should be boxed up at this point.
No, it will be a non-marked box.
I do one thing I don't like to do is go into a moving relationship where everything's all not boxed up yet, because I think that asks a lot of the partner to be part of the boxing process.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Most of the times I'm just there for the heavy carrying.
Yes.
Derrick?
Oh, hi. James.
Hey, Derrick. I thought that was you.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, I'm James.
Hey.
Derrick and I used to be moving friends.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't seen you since I moved into that studio. How you been, man?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want to put you in the middle of this, Mike.
Yeah.
Moving a dresser, we put a mark in the doorway, and someone made me pay part of their deposits.
Well, it was the mark was your fault. You were being a little reckless with the dresser. You were being reckless.
Okay.
Well, was it a vertical carrier or horizontal?
Well, it was a horizontal carrier.
Did we remove the drawers ahead of time and all the things inside?
No, he didn't.
All right,
he didn't. And then, but also he wasn't paying attention to where he was going, the way he was. But I had asked him, when you're moving the dresser, I asked him to be really careful. I told him ahead of time about the narrow doorways, and I just found. And look, Derrick, I wish you the best. Okay. I really do. But it's just not. It's not compatible for me.
I get it.
It wasn't what I needed, or Mike. I hope you are able to find something with Derrick. I will say, it's not always what it seems to be.
Derrick, if you don't mind, I'd like James to answer this without you butting in.
Oh, okay.
Was there pizza offered at the end of the move?
Into my place?
Yeah. Well, who helped who move? He helped you move?
He helped me move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you offer him pizza at the end?
Of course I did.
Oh, Red Baron. Okay.
Oh, was it? It was a Red Baron?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Red Baron.
You don't have any place to talk.
Okay, thank you.
If it's an oven-baked pizza.
I feel like I'm worth at least Little Caesars.
Yeah. Look, I went through therapy. I learned. I grew. I changed. I am okay.
We cut to James in therapy talking about this.
And have you made any progress this past week? I know we talked about you maybe reaching out to some of the people you had wronged in the past.
Yeah. Well, I don't like it when you say I wronged.
Well, we're taking ownership language. This is
Okay, here's what I heard. James's balls need to be washed with a solution of saline and
sorry.
salt water.
That's a problem.
Your Roomba was just talking.
See. Well, thanks, dudes. Thanks for
Super
coming
fun.
on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody, it didn't come up, but just I was Dr. Javorkian at that.
Right.
I had that ready.
Dr. Javorkian. Oh, what a dumb made up name that was.
Javorkian.
What was I gonna? Plug something. You individually, as a group, tell us tell the audience where they can see you.
I don't know when this is going to come out, but we have like some shows left, and hopefully we're still around the next season.
So you can come see Power of Attorney if you check on the UCB website, ucbcomedy.com. I also don't have a ton going on. I'll plug my Instagram. You can find me at QBoys, BOYES.
And Derrick, you should plug yours. Derrick does this thing called 26 and 26, where he will post reviews of 26 restaurants that he's gone to this year. Oftentimes more than that. It's a good food follow if you live in LA.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is that real?
That is real. I do.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I did it last year where I was like, I want to go to 25 new restaurants. And I ended up going like 35 last year. And I'm going to do at least 26 this year. Because LA has like a lot of great restaurants. And
so many.
Yeah.
He'll post a picture of what he ate and just not much commentary.
Yeah.
He'll just give it a letter grade. But oftentimes by the picture, I'm like, I got to check that place out. Yeah.
My wife and I are doing the what do you call those cards that you get at punch cards? We're doing like punch cards for 2026 of things we want to do, and one of mine is I want to go to 10 restaurants in LA that I've never been to before. So that's maybe I'll look on your Instagram and choose some of those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. What is your Instagram?
Oh, that's Your Buddy Hackett. All spelled out YOUR Buddy and then Hackett. Yes.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll hear you next time. You'll hear us next time.
Curious about the future of healthcare? Tomorrow's Cure, the chart-topping and Ambie Award finalist podcast from Mayo Clinic, brings it to you today. I'm Kathy Worzer, and in this new season, I sit down with researchers, doctors, and industry experts who are leading the way in medical innovation. From cutting-edge technology to breakthrough treatments, we'll explore how new solutions are improving and even saving lives. Follow Tomorrow's Cure wherever you listen to podcasts.
What is healthy spirituality, and how does it help us thrive? We explore these questions on the new season of Within 4, hosted by me, Dr. Pam King. Within 4 bridges psychology and spiritual wisdom to help you thrive, featuring conversations with experts like self-compassion pioneer Kristen Neff and author-activist Parker Palmer. So go ahead, follow Within 4, hosted by Dr. Pam King, wherever you get your podcasts.